Hi there everyone, we're taking a look this week at 5 reasons you can trust Jesus. We've seen that he did what he said, we've seen that he fit the bill, we've seen that he stuck to his guns, and today we see that he cared for the least. Jesus cared for the least. Jesus consistently cared for those who would be considered in that society to be the least in society. You will not meet a more compassionate man than Jesus. I'd encourage you to read the historical accounts of his life and just look at this person as we think about how we might be able to trust him. You won't meet a more compassionate man. Having said yesterday that Jesus was resolute, that he was determined, that he was focused and fixed on his mission, something of a pioneer type really, he stopped. He did stop. He stopped to spend time with individuals. He stopped for the blind man, Bartimaeus. He spent time with the least, the lowest, and the lost. Jesus was constantly caring for broken people. See him interacting with different kinds of people. See him in debate with people. See him in the midst of a crowd stopping for the sick woman of very low status when he should have technically been taking care of the very privileged dying daughter of a very prominent religious leader. See him stop for her, and then see how he actually cares for all 3 of them. See his treatment of women and children in that society at the time. See the time that he has for people when logically he should have been moving on. See how Jesus relates to those who'd be considered in those days to be in some way spiritually, morally, ethnically, religiously unclean. See how he related to people with leprosy, people who were shut out from society. See the way that he spends time with them. And this is what his critics picked up on all the time, isn't it? This is what they challenged him about. You know, this guy spends time with tax collectors, the collaborators of the day. He spends time with tax collectors and sinners and prostitutes. And, well, yeah, that's what Jesus did. He spends time with all kinds of people. You see him with the, if you like, the fascists and the lefties, with the relativists and the right-wing religious types. He seems to be spending time with everybody. He breaks all the conventions, he breaks down all the boundaries, and he consistently elevates the smallest, the weakest, the least, and the lowest, and the poorest in society. And this is the framework that shaped Charles Dickens and his writings. This is the pattern that drove the philanthropy of Cadbury's and Rowntree's. This is the example that gave us education for all. This is what got the kids out of the factories. This is what got the chimney sweeps out of the chimneys. This is the inspiration for the trade unions. This is what drives a large portion of the food bank schemes. This man, Jesus. So take a look at him. 5 reasons you can trust Jesus. He cared for the least.